And then the last question, Chair. In your opening submission, you say ABS statistics show that COVID-19 was the main cause of excess deaths in 2021. Now, you've modelled excess deaths to be at 169,000, which was up from 5,000. It was actually up from 7,000 in 2020 on an actual basis and 5,000 from 2019, which was in excess population growth. But I'm interested in all-cause mortality, which anyone that looks at drug trials, they look at all-cause mortality because when originally they started drug trials back in the middle of the 20th century, they'd go, oh, this drug lowers, this particular symptom, but if the overall all-cause mortality increased, right, that was an issue. So what we saw in 2021 was we had a jump of almost 10,000 deaths in the last 8 months, okay, and yet there are only 1,300 deaths from COVID in 2021. So while you may be correct with your model figure that COVID was the major increase in excess deaths, do you accept that it wasn't the major reason for the increase in actual all-cause mortality in 2021, given that there was a jump of almost 10,000 deaths?
Yeah, sure. There are a few reasons that we see that deaths increased in 2021. So some of that we believe is due to mortality displacement. So because deaths were so low in the winter period in 2020 and really so low to the end of the year, we feel that there was some catch-up. And
so that's 2,000. So deaths dropped by 2,000 in 2020 from 2019. So it's not 10,000, it was 2,000.
Yeah, that's right. And with the population increase, we still do expect some people to die. So I know that you just said that even though there looks to be flat or negative increase, the reason that the population dropped so much in 2021 because we had such a low migration rate, and so that affects the younger age groups where we really didn't expect people to die. So when we look at ages 65 and over and really get to those 85 and over groups, those population growths are still going up by 6% and even more because deaths were so low in 2020. So there is still some concept of that ageing population there. So we think that also attributed to some deaths. COVID also being some, and we would expect that there would be some issues with accessing healthcare, although our data can't measure that.
Yeah, and that's a fair point. I accept that, except that didn't show in the figures until May 2021. Cheers. Thanks, Chair.
Authorised G. Rennick, LNP Chermside.